Hello, everybody. Lee Houston here with David Burton. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks, everybody. Uh, David, let's go ahead and get the big old elephant out the way. So you saw SmackDown. I saw SmackDown. We all saw SmackDown. And towards the end, I normally would not criticize the Tribal Chief, but I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it now.
TSA, it was stupid.
Yeah. See,
What
normally,
was going to happen when you interrupted the match?
yeah, I think Passion got the better of him. Y'all excuse that I had moved something. Passion got the better of him, but all you had to do, wait till the winner, then soften them up. That's all you got to do. Nah, he come out and smash all of them. Nick Aldis, I'm gonna fix that wagon. You gonna face all three of them at the Royal Rumble.
Yep, I like the way Nick Aldis said it. He's like, you tell him when he stops celebrating, he just earned himself a fatal four against the three of them.
Now, this right here is if you've been doubting the Tribal Chief all this time, this right here is a belated Christmas miracle. Somehow, some way, Roman Reigns walked out victorious.
Somehow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put my rep on the line. I'm gonna put my trust in the Tribal Chief on the line and say with no interference.
I like that.
You was mighty quiet in there. You was doubting a little bit.
No, I'm impressed. It'll be interesting to see if he can somehow survive.
Mm. When you back at Samoan in the corner, you got even no alternative but to come out swinging. So somehow, some way, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns come out victorious. Now,
Yeah.
I if I can humbly put my 2 cents in, what I would recommend, let the three guys beat the hell out of each other. Three of those guys beat the holy high hell out of each other. Then, and only then, you take your pick and you take your chances and whatever works for you. Then you go ahead and you just pick the bones.
You know what's interesting? And somebody said this. I forgot who it was. And come to find out, it's true. That the Royal Rumble will be Roman Reigns' second fatal four-way match since he's been in WWE.
I forgot the first one, but yeah.
You forgot the first one, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long while, I forgot it.
I remember it was SummerSlam 2017. It was Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. And of course, Brock won.
This was
That was the last time Roman Reigns was in a fatal four-way.
it's gotta be 2017, 18.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah. Been a while. But yeah. Uh,
Oh wait, actually that's his third. My bad. Yeah, I forgot the second one. Black ass Cena, Randy Orton, Kane, and Roman Reigns.
who's the first one?
That was the second one. The first one I already told you, the SummerSlam match.
I mean, who was the first opponent in the second one?
The second one was Cena, Reigns, Orton, and Kane. And of course, Cena won the match.
Yeah.
Got it mixed up for a second, not bad. But yeah, he's only had 3 fatal four-ways.
Huh.
And he lost the other 2. So if that run of bad luck continues.
Well, no. What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have faith over here. Believe, damn it.
Well, the key to those types of matches is 1, having a lot of luck. 2, being in the right place at the right time. And 3, surviving.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you this: the Chopper she gonna earn his dinner that night. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, and let's not forget about the other matches. We do know that the United States title's on the line. Logan Paul will face Kevin Owens. Of course, we have both the men's and women's Royal Rumble match is taking place as well. Men and women's. And Drew McIntyre entered the Rumble match. And what about Dragon Lee losing the NXT North American title?
Mm.
I was like, damn, the breakout star winner cashed in after he beat Lexus King. I was like, oh no. Is it really over? Are they really gonna have him lose? And he lost. He did as much. Dragon Lee did as much as he could, and he lost to Oma Femi. So we have a new North American champion. But you know, I gotta talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling. By the way, one of the pay-per-views next month, February. New beginning in Sapporo, Japan. It's a 2-night show. Night 1. Matt Riddle will make his in-ring debut for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And it's a title match. What kind of crap is that?
Wait. Day 1, he get a title shot?
Yeah.
What the hell did he do that at?
Yeah, he's gonna challenge Hiroshi Tanahashi for the IWGP World Television Championship. And Nick Nemeth, the former Dolph Ziggler, is going to make his in-ring debut on that same show. And he, in his first match like Matt Riddle, is also going to be a title match. He's going to challenge the IWGP Global Champion David Finlay, who's the son of Fit Finlay, by the way.
Oh, we
Yeah,
just
that's nuts.
we just handing out championship matches.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on?
No qualifications, no qualifiers, no nothing. Hey, day 1. Okay, here's your championship match. What the fuck?
I don't get it. And we have an 8-man, no, a 10-man tag team match. The group, just 5 guys, are going to take on LIJ. Those are the only matches that have been announced for night 1. Night 2, the IWGP World Champion Tatsuya Naito will defend against former champion Sonata in a rematch from Wrestle Kingdom. Shingo Takagi will face Tachi. Yoda Chiishi will face Yura Uemura. And Hiromu Takahashi will face Dookie. Ibushi will face Taka Michinoku.
Much love, Taka.
Yeah, Nick Nemeth, again, the former Dolph Ziggler, is going to team with Ryusuke Takagi. They face Bullet Club's David Finlay Jr. and Gato.
You know, I would say Taka know you since the Attitude Era.
Since WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still going. Looks good for his age. He still looks the same, by the way.
For all my younger folk, he's part of the team. What's it called? Yeah, Kaientai. At the time, it was a bunch of them. Then it got down to this Funaki and somebody else. Funaki became a ring announcer, a commentator. So now, I don't know if Kaientai exists in Japan. But, yeah. By the way, the team, there was a team called Just 5 Guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I watch Wrestle Kingdom. I watch Wrestle Kingdom over and over again. Because, first of all, it's my go-to. It's 5 hours long. Secondly, I fell asleep somewhere in there. I don't recall a women's match.
A what?
A women's match in Wrestle Kingdom.
No, there wasn't a women's match.
Okay, cool. Just
There
checking.
wasn't a pre-show, but not on the main card.
All right, gotcha. Did it? I'm about to ask you to have the women's division, but Uh, Mercedes Monet just came from New Japan, so they do have women's division, but probably barely use it.
Yeah, and we talked about this last week. Um, I believe it's Saturday or Sunday that her contract with New Japan expires, and we talked about where she would go. Would she stay with New Japan? Would she go to AEW? Would she go to Impact and join her best friend Trinity? Or will she return to WWE? That was what we talked about last week.
Well, as fate would have it, I friended her on Facebook, Mercedes Monet. I could ask her, but of course, the wrestler and her, I'll give him a straight answer. So
Of course.
we got to wait to see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where she goes. I'll be very surprised if she stays with them, though.
That's a lot of traveling in itself. First of all, she got property in Japan, and she got property here in the States. She got to go back and forth, back and forth. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You might as well just get a property in Japan and stay with her for a while.
Yeah. I do know she was working there as a part-timer.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's still a lot of travel. And let's not forget, New Japan does shows in the United States now.
Oh, cool.
But 80% of all their shows are mostly in Japan, but they do shows here in the States.
Cool.
Yep. It's a lot of going back and forth. I remember when Kenny Omega was working there, he was living in Japan. During his time working in that company.
And Wrestle Kingdom was good. It's just long, man. It was 11. No, it was 5 hours. It was long. 11 matches.
Yeah. I like New Japan, but Wrestle Kingdom, which is their WrestleMania, they do go long.
Yeah.
It's like for example, you know what it is? It's like, let's say for example, and they've done this multiple times. Let's say they have 10 matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 4 of those matches will go over 30 minutes. That's part of the reason why it's so long.
Oh man. I remember I put that thing on. It was 1:30 in the morning.
It was much shorter than last year's.
Yeah, I put it on 1:30 in the morning. I wake up 6:30 to wrap it up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Maybe it was Sonata.
It was shorter than last year.
How long was last year?
I remember last year that the show was open was 7:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
This year it was 6:30 in the morning.
So basically, like you saying good morning, they saying good night.
Yeah. Let's not forget they're 12 hours ahead of us.
Yeah. Well, bad news here in Dallas, Texas. I hate to be the weather guy, but I got to. It's gonna snow like crazy here this weekend, so y'all be safe and be careful. And Dave, I know you're used to that weather. You probably missed that weather.
Man, throughout the whole time I've been in Texas, I only seen snow like twice.
Yeah,
And at times it did snow. Well, actually, it really doesn't snow a lot in Texas.
I'm expecting this in February. We got it this weekend. Y'all be safe out there. Also, Wrestling Tracks is now on TikTok. That's right, TikTok. I normally don't care for it personally, but we're on TikTok. You go to tiktok.com/wrestling.tracks. Find our stuff there. I might do something this weekend, but a few things here and there. And you go to wrestletracks.net. You use the code WAR2024. You get 20% off all orders, $30 or more.
Nice. Man, Royal Rumble's shaping up to be something.
And we're 2 weeks away, I believe.
I think one of the Rumble matches is going to start off the show like it did last year, which shocked the hell out of me. I can't ever remember a Royal Rumble being on first.
Oh, I remember.
Last year was crazy. I was like, what the hell?
Not very often, but I remember them starting first. Now, normally, I remember back in the I want to say it was back in the early days, like 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 2000. We get to the 2000s, the 90s, 2000s. It always came on last.
Yeah.
But I remember just recently, 2020, 21, 22, 19, 18, 17. At some point, I'm trying to say, at some point, it'll come on first or last.
Yeah, it's been a whole different ball game since they got men and women's Royal Rumble matches now.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what they won't do. They won't have both matches back to back. That would be just nuts.
Yeah. And of course, everybody's draw a number. From 1 to 30, they will not be in the locker room. They'll be like close by, probably close by the like literally behind the curtain because they ain't gonna. That's
Yeah,
a,
they usually keep everybody by the gorilla
yeah.
position, but not too close.
That's a lot because like it would take a lot to go to the locker room. Hey y'all, I need a group of y'all. Come on. So they just keep everybody by gorilla, and boom, the match starts.
Yeah, they try not to have. They don't keep exactly everybody there, but they want to keep everybody close.
And technically, like I said every year, and I'll say it again. Technically, when your number is called, you don't have to go in the ring right away.
True, we've seen that over the years.
Your number can be called. You can take your time going to the ring. You could just sit there. If you want to. You got. It's not over to the last person standing. So technically, it ain't over until even your numbers called. It's still not over. So technically, you can take your time with this thing.
Yeah, you can definitely take your time getting to the ring. Like, you know what? I'm gonna walk to the ring, take my time. Hopefully, 2 or 3 people get thrown over the top as I'm making my way to the ring.
Sky Too High should have thought about that because it got down to Kane Undertaker, and then Scott Too High came out, and like JR said, that's like 2 big guys fighting over the last chicken wing.
Yeah, he should have gotten in the ring. I remember the look on his face when he came out. I was like, why did you get in the ring? He was an idiot for that.
Oh
I wouldn't have gotten in the ring.
Every now and then, some people don't make it in the ring at all. Like I believe it was Austin and Triple H. Triple H beat the hell out of Austin. Another time, what you call it?
Still made it to the ring and won though, but.
There's another time, a young man who never made it to the ring at all. Can't remember his name, but it was Curtis Axel. He never made it to the ring at all. He claimed he never was eliminated because he never made it to the ring.
Yeah, I remember R-Truth never made it to the ring. Randy Savage never made it to the ring. Rey Mysterio never made it to the ring last year.
So a lot of possibilities in the Rumble match, and of course, there's everybody for himself. I love to use this example, and I use it every time. Let's say David and I are in the match, and I guarantee, I have no hesitation, grabbing Dave, throw him over the top rope, and trust me, he'll do the same thing.
Absolutely.
Friendships be down. It's about championships. Wrestling's all about checks and championships. Friendships be down. After the show, y'all have a nice cold beer later. Y'all have a cold beer later. You make up. But this match right here is for friendship be down.
And we've seen that before. We even see family members go at it in the Royal Rumble.
Yes, sir.
I remember Nia Jax and what's her name? Tamina. Shayna Baszler was like, I thought me and you was working together. He was like, yeah, but we're family. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax is working on a team, and they were working as a team. And then Tamina came in, and she said, well, the hell with that. I ain't working with you no more. I'm going to work with her. And Shayna Baszler was like, what's going on? I thought we was working together. Yeah, but she's family.
Yeah.
She's family. I'm going to work together with her. And sure enough, they worked together. And then she threw out Tamina. And then she threw out Shayna Baszler.
Uh-huh.
Just an example of what happens in the Rumble. It's every person for themselves. And it's a big payday, too.
Oh yeah, man.
You know, that winner's purse, whew,
Back in the day, there was not a rule, but it became tradition. The winner of the Royal Rumble does not have to compete in the Elimination Chamber match.
well, no, not really. They were out of the chamber match. They didn't have to compete because they were already going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And what sucked is that the other world champion that didn't get picked, if it was done early, it was like, well, let's say, for example, if you're on Raw and you won the Royal Rumble and you choose, all right, I'm going to face the world champion, whoever that may be, let's say Seth Rollins like he is now. Okay, since we know for sure who's challenging for the world title, Roman, you got to defend the title inside the Elimination Chamber. What about Seth? He doesn't have to, but you do. A Raw guy won the Royal Rumble. A SmackDown guy did. They used to do that. Well, they've done it a couple of times, not every year though. There were times where both champions had to defend the title inside the Elimination Chamber despite of that. But I do remember they've done that a couple times. It's like you won the Royal Rumble, you choose to face Seth Rollins. So, since you chose to face Seth Rollins ain't got to defend the belt inside the chamber. The other champion does because he's a champion.
Yes, sir, man. The Royal Rumble, a lot of, and then of course the Royal WrestleMania. We call it Royal WrestleMania because it's the 4 months to WrestleMania. It started January. WrestleMania gets here in April, so we got 4 long bumpy ride to WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of bumpy stops along the way too, like the Elimination Chamber in February.
Yeah. Over there,
Australia, right? Yes, Australia, Perth Stadium.
Yeah. Fun fact for you.
No, Optus Stadium, excuse me.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, in Germany, they call the chamber no escape.
No escape, yeah.
To avoid Holocaust, what you call it? Trauma.
Yeah.
So, y'all, my journey, folks, the same thing. We just gonna change the name for y'all. Other than that, yeah.
They call it the no escape match, too.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call the match the Elimination Chamber, they call it the no escape match.
Well, there's a good reason for that, like I said, to avoid Holocaust trauma.
So the pay-per-view is called No Escape, and the match is called No Escape as well.
Yeah.
Only for Germany.
Yeah, because about history, I'm going to touch this real quick, going back to wrestling. A Holocaust, horrors of the Holocaust. So to avoid any flashbacks, any trauma, we're going to call it No Escape. I completely condemn, not condemn, what you call it?
You agree.
Yeah. I compliment WWE for doing that. Out of sensitivity and everything. So, yeah, they all right with me for that.
I give them credit for that, too.
Yeah.
Because they did not have to do that. And let's talk about AEW. Of course, their next pay-per-view is not until March 3rd, Revolution, taking place from Greensboro, North Carolina. Our famous wrestling hotbed, and that's where Sting is going to end his career.
Now, this retirement match right here. Unlike a certain individual, Ric Flair, hopefully he stays retired.
Yeah, I think Sting is going to stay retired.
Unlike somebody else we know.
But for you to waste your last match on the Young Bucks, if that's where they're going, not good.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Young Bucks. Man, that team is terrible. Terrible. I don't know what people see in that damn team. Some of the biggest legends in this business has buried that team for good reason. The team's trash. Everybody from Booker to Undertaker to Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan, like, these guys are trash.
Mm.
Trash, trash, trash. Damn, people gotta wait till March for the next AEW pay-per-view.
That's a shame.
Well, AEW hasn't been doing too well financially and ticket sales as well. And Tony Khan's an idiot. He should be. He should stay. He should just stay off social media because every time he says something, it's just stupid.
Mm.
And he makes himself look stupid. Like, what kind of boss are you to the point that you're soft and you want to be buddy and friends with everybody? And wrestlers see that and they take advantage of it, and then they brainwash and they can use him to get what they want out of him. Now, you see, I'm not concerned about Triple H because I know he learned a lot from Vince. And the difference between Vince and Tony is that, yes, Vince was friends with some of his wrestlers, but when it came time to punish somebody, he didn't let that friendship get in the way of work.
Yeah.
For example, he's extremely close with The Undertaker, and of course Triple H was also his son-in-law. And let's not forget, WWE has been PG since July of 2008, and they banned chair shots to the head. There was a WrestleMania 27 match, Triple H Undertaker. Triple H hit Undertaker in the head with a chair, and they were both fined $50,000 for doing it.
Mm.
Now, that was Tony Khan. He would have never done that.
So what you're saying is Tony Khan got no balls.
Yeah, I just said he was soft, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people that used to be there that's no longer there, a lot of them said the same thing. Like, some guys, some wrestlers take advantage of that.
That's what happens when you're a wrestling fan with a lot of money. You call yourself a boss. You know, yeah.
You can't be a boss and be friends with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be a boss and be a fan. You know, he runs his company like he's playing with action figures.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Triple H, he wouldn't have done that either. He was like, you know what? You guys are getting fined. I don't care how close I am with you. You're getting fined. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta set an example. See, that's the difference. That's the difference. And another thing, Tony Khan can't keep WWE out his mouth. Leave them alone and focus on your company. I can be sure that WWE is not thinking about them.
Keep my company's name out your motherfucking mouth.
They don't think about the other companies. All they do is worry about themselves, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Focus on you. If you focus on you, you can be successful. You know, TNA is on the way up from the looks of things. Man, and you know what? I've seen some TNA. It's watchable. It's getting watchable. It's TNA is a bit under the radar because everybody is more focused on WWE and AEW. And that's fine. AEW is seen in more homes than Impact. Well, TNA, which is the reason why TNA is the third largest wrestling company in the United States, behind AEW and WWE.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Okay, so we got to take care of a little business here. First of all, Wrestling Tracks brought to you by Back to More LLC. They put the D in delivery. You have a CDL license, you can drive trucks, you want more information, you call 888-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. The website is down right now, but we got backup.com. Backup Deliveries and More LLC. They put the D in delivery. So I want to thank them so much. And of course, like I said earlier, our website, WrestleTracks.net. You go to WrestleTracks.net. Use the code MORE2024 and get $20 off your 20% off your order.
20%. So let's see who's entered the Royal Rumble so far. For the women, you got Bayley, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair. For the men, you got Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. So the women, you have 4. The men, you have 5.
Well, we got 2 weeks, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, of course. Of course, Tropicana Field, which they use for the Thunderdome. And this is the first time they're actually going to be in Tropicana Field with a crowd. So that's going to be interesting. And this is also the second time they're going to have a Royal Rumble in Tampa. The first time was back in 1995.
And you know who lives in Tampa?
Everybody.
I'm sorry. My bad. I got confused with Miami. But not far from Tampa. It's Miami. I guess it's Miami.
Everybody.
I meant The Rock.
Yeah, that's true.
I got confused for a second. I was thinking Miami, Florida. It's Tampa, Florida. But not too far from Tampa. It's Miami. And The Rock is from Miami. It lives in Miami. And I don't know if he's there now or whatever. But not too long ago, the tribal chief kind of winked. The Rock kind of hinted a little something. He wants a piece of the tribal chief. You know.
Oh yeah, sit at the head of the table. Yes, he wants Roman Reigns.
Now I say, give the people what they want. We wait for this for years, forever.
I think it's gonna happen in due time.
Yeah. And Cody Rhodes finishes the damn story somewhere else.
He can finish his story. He doesn't have to be at WrestleMania.
No, I'm talking he go after the world title and finish the story. The World Heavyweight Championship, finish the story over there.
That's even if he wins. But anyway,
Yeah.
Let's not forget about NXT and Vengeance Day is their next special, which is going to take place on February 4th. In Clarksville, Tennessee. Never heard of that part of Tennessee. But anyway, the finals of the Men's Dusty Tag Team Classic will take place. Of course, the winners will face the NXT Tag Champions. And Lyra Valkyria will defend the NXT Women's Championship against the winner of the number 1 Contenders Battle Royal. And, of course, Standing Deliverers before WrestleMania. April 6th. The same day as night 1 of WrestleMania. And, of course, I mentioned Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. Saturday, February 24th. Optus Stadium. 3 straight pay-per-views. The first 3 pay-per-views of the year are all stadium shows.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, of course, WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 40 is going to take place in Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be on last.
It was amazing. Like all of our critics, of course, they'd be like, "I don't watch WWE." Man, please, we'll see Monday on Raw. They'll be like, "Hey, I don't watch AEW. I don't watch this and that." Man, I guarantee you got plans to go to WrestleMania. I guarantee that. I guarantee you be watching SmackDown this Friday. I guarantee you watching Raw this Monday. I'm just saying.
Oh, everybody watches. It's like, only watch AEW. Yeah, but you know, when everybody that comes from WWE makes their debut, you know who they are, which ain't by accident.
Yeah.
So you're watching WWE. Let me check this place out, Lincoln Financial Field. This football stadium. Capacity 67,594 people. And that's the capacity of the stadium.
We care of the capacity. We gonna take care of the capacity.
It's like, we gonna sell it out.
Yeah, what you worry about the capacity for?
I was just interested. I wanted to know.
The nerd in him, ladies and gentlemen. That's all right though. He's our nerd. He's all right. Like MJF was the AEW scumbag. Speaking of, where the hell is MJF?
He's injured.
I forgot about that.
Yep, he's injured.
But after that,
And he's been injured for over a month.
yeah, but after that, and he takes care of everything. Where's he gonna go?
No. What's next for MJF? Personally, I think a return to AEW and finish up with Adam Cole. And let's not forget, Adam Cole is still hurt.
And in fact, Adam Cole said, "I'm gonna let I believe he said what's it called, the big guy
Wardlow go after the world title.
Yeah.
And then when I'm healed, he's gonna give it to me. He's not gonna give you the world title.
That would be quite interesting. So you telling me you gonna just hand it over to you? I don't think so.
That boy must have fell and hit his head if he thinks Wardlow's gonna do that. It's like, Baker better tell him. It's like, oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Like, you better tell that boy something.
I'm all for a good fight. I'm all for a good fight, but ain't no way you gonna just hand it over and you the champion now. And sure as hell ain't gonna lay down.
Nah. I mean, who gives up a world title? I'm just saying. I'm not saying like it never happened. It's happened, but...
Oh, yeah. Now, in the event that Wardlow do lay down and let Adam Cole cover him, or that he does give it up, in that event, if it ever happens, I'm going on record. Hang on. I'm going on record. I'm saying right now on the record, if that ever does happen, he is I can't say that word, but he got no balls.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. That's not exactly what I wanted to say. But, yeah.
He's an idiot. You have to be an idiot to do something stupid like that. Like Taz said, if you ain't in this business to be a world champion, then get out.
You know, it's one thing if you've been there, done that. That's one thing. But you trying to get there. I know anybody trying to get there that don't want to be a champion, you trying to get there. That's another thing. It's one thing if you've been there and done that.
True.
You don't need to do it because you've been there.
True.
You know?
It's like, I've already been world champion twice. That's like if you've been in Madison Square Garden. Well, I can mark that off. I'm done.
Very few athletes.
I do feel sorry for some guys because I know a lot of guys do want to work in Madison Square Garden, but the only way that's going to happen is for them to go to WWE.
Yeah. I don't see AEW doing the Garden.
They can't. They're not allowed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, look here. What's that about?
Vince and his family has blocked companies from going there for decades.
Oh, yeah.
WCW never went.
Ah.
The only reason that New Japan ROH Super Show was there is because Vince allowed it. And before then, that was the first time in 60 years that another company, well, I can't say a company, it was two companies, it was a joint show. So I can't really say a company, but it was the first time that a wrestling show, the first time in 60 years other than the McMahons that a wrestling show took place at the Garden. And that New Japan ROH Super Show that took place was back in 2019. And again, that was a joint show between both companies. And Vince gave his blessing, like, go ahead. So yeah, So that's why I know other companies can do the Garden.
Quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Well, some people do, and a lot of people don't. But yeah, um, that's the reason why. Yep, they have a lot of power. They can block other companies from doing certain things and going to certain places.
Yeah, that's true facts right there.
Yep. And they've been doing it for decades. They still do it to this day.
I do think if the Big Mac himself, Vince McMahon Senior, if he's alive, he probably allow a small company to do that. But Vincent Junior, hell nah.
Okay, I'll work with him. But you can't do the Garden. But I can have your world. Yeah, you want your world champion and work the Garden? Okay, no problem. Of course, that was back in the territory days where every territory had their own world champion. And then, let's say, for example, I'm in New York and you're in Texas and you got your world champion and we work out a deal and you send your world champion to me and he works in Madison Square Garden. I send my world champion to you and he works, let's say, Texas Stadium, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Or the American Airlines Center, I'll just say that. So, yeah, that's how it was back in the day. Decades upon decades upon decades ago. The territorial days. Of course, this is before the territories came to an end and companies started on breaking away from territories and going national to being seen all across the country.
Yeah. Now all these companies, it's amazing to me. All these wrestling companies, that's only the only. I ain't gonna say legit. The only company that's like that went public is WWE. Everybody else is still private to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All the great companies out here like AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan.
To be honest, Ring of Honor is not even a company, so I can't put them in that.
But technically, it's AEW presents Ring of Honor.
Yeah, because ROH is not a company. I mean, they don't even have a roster, so they're not a company.
Yeah. All these companies out here, and WWE's the only company that went public. That took a lot of risk right there.
Yeah, but at the time, he was able to do it. And it's funny to see how things change over the years. I remember there was a period where Vince didn't have the money Ted Turner had, and Ted had more money than Vince. Now it's the other way around.
Oh yeah.
Vince has more than Ted.
I mean, Vince did okay, but he wasn't a billionaire then.
No, but he is now, and he has more money than Ted Turner. And Vince, who's 78 years old, Ted Turner's 81. He's going to be turning 82 soon.
I wonder if there'll ever be a day where we have Ted Turner in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, you kind of got a point there.
I honestly don't ever see that happen.
But
I don't see that happening at all.
I don't know for sure, but I tell you this: there's probably a list of some kind of people that can never get in the Hall of Fame.
Well, for whatever reason, I don't think there is a list of people that'll never go in. I mean, maybe one or two or three for whatever reason we'll never know. But people that's not in, I'm sure they're going to go in eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully certain people will go in while they're alive.
I know for a fact over there in the defunct ECW, Sabu ain't going in. He said F the Hall of Fame one time. I know he ain't going.
He says that and goes in. So
yeah.
I don't believe at any time somebody says F the Hall of Fame You know how many people have said that and had gone in?
Yeah.
Everybody from Bob Backlund to Bruno Sammartino to the Ultimate Warrior, even the Honky Tonk Man. It's like,
Oh, I
even
remember
Bret
that.
Hart. And Bret Hart's another one. So yeah, they all go in.
Honky Tonk Man trashed the Hall of Fame. Like verbally, he trashed the Hall of Fame.
That's how you know he's full of shit.
I'm like, bruh, you talking shit about the Hall of Fame. Now you in here all of a sudden.
And Bobby Heenan's right, man. Everybody's all bitter and jealous, but they'll take the money and the payday. It's all bull. It's all BS. You know, everybody says they go in, they go in. So I don't believe anybody that says that at all. And I don't believe anybody that says they ain't never coming back. Or wouldn't come back. That's not up to them. That's up to Vince or Triple H and the higher ups.
Yeah.
It's up to them if they accept, but, you know.
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
yeah, I'm never coming back. 5 years later, he's back. So that's another thing I don't believe. Is never say never. Like Bobby Heenan said, they all come back and no one ever says no. You know how many guys over the years have said they wasn't coming back? Like CM Punk and Jesse Ventura and Bret Hart. Even Jeff Jarrett. Well, Vince didn't want Jeff back, but that's different. But my point is, so many people have said they ain't never coming back, and he all came back. Goldberg is another one. I ain't never coming back. Like, I ain't never coming back. 12 years later, he's main event Survivor Series. Come on. They all come back.
I gotta tell you this. Most wrestlers, like I saw one guy. I can't remember. It was someone on Facebook. The guy was like, he's like, oh, like WWE they just butt hurts because they won't have him on the roster. Some AEW guy, and it's like, look here, let's tell you something right now. $1 billion company ain't worried about, ain't sweating over nobody from AEW. If we want you, we'll have you. Not that we do, but if we want you on our roster, you'll be on our roster. We ain't sweating over nobody.
That's true.
We freaking WWE. We don't necessarily need you.
Yep.
CM Punk said best like many years ago. The little rant he had, you heard smoke on the wheel.
Yeah, because either way, they're going to continue. So, you know, the wheels keep turning.
Yeah.
See, Tony Atlas, he said something that's smart. He was like, the difference between Vince and everybody else is that a lot of companies from the past, they took their company and solely relied on one person. Vince, over time, he took WWE to the point where it can sell off of its name.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody can leave and the company will still go on and do business.
In fact, I'll tell you like this.
Like, for example, Roman Reigns can leave tomorrow and they'll still do business and be fine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, well, they'll still do business. I don't know if they'll be fine, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, in fact, the powers that be, Vince, whoever, Vince, Triple H, all them people, they can take a vacation right now. A 6-week vacation. And the company doing just good.
Yeah, like right now, for example, if Omega and the Young Bucks, and let's say, I don't know, Chris Jericho, the four of them just decide to up and leave, AEW would fall apart.
Yeah.
No, WWE, they will continue to do business.
Yes,
They'll find a way. They'll find a way.
Well, Jim, I believe we squeezed all the stuff we can out of this show. But I want to thank, of course, as always, we got to thank David Bird for being available. He's not always available on Thursday. We appreciate him being with us tonight. We'll see you when we see you. Have a great. I'm about to say a great weekend. Enjoy SmackDown tomorrow. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time, everybody.
SmackDown and Collision. Take care, people. Rampage.
Yeah, we'll see you next time, folks.